Swimming like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Welcome back, everybody. Had a great show today with Anthony Schlegel. Just one of my favorite shows, probably favorite show that we've had on the Shrimp Tank. His journey as a college athlete, professional athlete, and now going back to the Ohio State University, getting his MBA, and then venturing into the business world. So, Anthony, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about your journey after Ohio State and what you've developed with your company?
Yeah, so journey with after Ohio State, played at Ohio State, graduated in 2006, went to the NFL, had a cup of coffee there for a couple of seasons, played in the UFL, and then started actually a training business, and then Tressel hired me back at Ohio State in 2011. So it was bumpy. And Urban Meyer came in 2012. Mickey Marotti retained me. And while I was there, went back, got my MBA from the Fisher College of Business, and invented a product in 2015 for us called the Different Striking Machine. And then I patented it. I actually have another patent. And went out on my own and started. I've had a crazy journey. Went out on my own, started my own business, and then Urban Meyer called me up, and now I was the head strength coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars last year. And then poof, David Copperfield, we're no longer there. And yeah, now I'm into another startup, and it's good. It's good. We're the sum of our life's experiences, and I've been very fortunate to have a lot of really cool ones.
So in the interview, we talked about the 4 A's that
Yes.
you learned while playing football that have kind of transpired into your professional life. So tell us about those 4 A's.
Yeah, so 4 A's, you have alignment, assignment, your alerts, and then your adjustments off of those alerts. And I'll just give you a premise in the game of football. If you guys want to coach your kids in some, like, what is my alignment of this defense? Am I head up over the guard, right? Am I a 20 technique, a 30? Like, where's my stance? So what's my alignment? What are my assignments? Is it one back, so I have one back, one gap? What's my pass coverage? I'm speaking from a defensive perspective because I play linebacker, and that's all I really care about. So my alignment, what's my assignment? What are the alerts? All right, what is the split of the guard on the backside? What's the depth of the running back? What are the splits in this formation? Where are we on the field? What are the down and distance? What are my alerts? And then off of that, what are my adjustments from there, right? So if I have 3-by-1 to the left, I got a short split on the backside, I'm going to move over because I got pass coverage responsibility. I'm going to move from a 30 to a 50 alignment. Great. I could play the run there. I know they only got one play over there. All my work is going to be to my left, so I'm going to put myself in a better position. So that's kind of like the 4 A's: alignment, assignment, alerts, and adjustments. I think it's great, but really in business, what's my alignment and assignment in the company? And then off of that, what are my alerts and adjustments? Because, again, in business, you got to be able to plant the flag. You got to be able to go. You got to execute at a high level. And in the game of football, you have to have great communication, and you have to have that in business as well. So I think it just keeps everybody in the same wheelhouse, great communication.
Yeah, that's great. I think that sort of leads into our next question. We talked a lot about, I think, the impact that other leaders had on your life and your journey, and I think that the time spent with others is the most important thing. And maybe share with our listeners a little bit about your life and business philosophy and what you're committed to and what you're involved in and how you approach that.
Okay, awesome. So, real quick, I remember taking an MBA class. I didn't talk about this on the thing. I probably should have. So when I was doing my MBA, the goal was a 3.5. I was working full time. Get a 3.5 and attack everything they gave me. So I read this book, True North. It was really good. It allowed me to articulate my purpose and values. And my purpose statement is to maximize people through authentic service. That's mine. Anthony Schlegel, what am I about? I'm about maximizing people through authentic service. Very simple. What are my values? Authenticity, service, excellence, and integrity. Those 4, those are my values. And then through that process, it's all right, what do you do at an elite level in business? And for me, it's the relationship, vision, and then execution. Relationship, I really got from Coach Tressel. He's probably the number one person I've ever met as far as being authentically him and elite at the relationship. He will know people from 20 years ago. It's crazy. But he's great at it. The vision of where we are, where we're going from a business perspective, but more importantly, there's a lot of people that have vision, but you got to be able to execute. You got to be able to go ground zero and make sure that it happens. And that's part of being an entrepreneur too. Like when I started my product, I didn't have any engineer like develop it or design it. I'm just a hillbilly from Texas. I just put it together, and that's what we did. And we beta tested it, trial and error. Because of my relationship with my customers, I'm going to give you my latest and greatest. And I did. And now the product's 7 years old and it's still working fine. So, that's kind of where we are, but it's based off of, the purpose and the values and what I do in an elite level.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being on the Shrimp Tank today. This was probably one of our best interviews. I'm definitely going to recommend, if you haven't listened to the full show, you listen to it now. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, I don't even know, anywhere and everywhere.
Service, right?
Yes, pretty much any streaming service that you have for podcasts, you can find us there. So thanks again for being on the show.
Absolutely. My
and
pleasure.
Good luck and everything in the future.
Thank you so much.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp